Hello again and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. I am Tom.
Okay, here we go.
And we're going to start seeing some differences again. I promise I'm going to stop talking about these differences I'm making every single time because I'm going to stop making them. No traffic, that looks fine to me. I'm still not seeing... I do need those on, don't I? Yeah. I'm beginning to think the red interior lighting may just simply be this here on the steering wheel and the buttons and everything. The buttons and everything. Noticeable difference you're going to see is the sat-nav is gone. Well, the virtual one is, the one on the dashboard is there still, but we now have our delivery information at the bottom of the screen instead, which frees up a bit of space on our screen. We still have access to the sat-nav, we can still see that, so that's totally fine. Slightly more immersive, and I've still got all that information available to me. The name of the mod I'm using to do this, it'll be in the description below. I've got notes off to my right, so I'm trying to just set cruise control so I can grab my notebook. Hang on. The name of the mod is Route Advisor Mod Collection, originally by Hemel on the SCS forums. It was for a while. Oh dear. It was for a while updated by Sissel, who did the Mega Pack we talked about last episode. Sorry, I keep on looking at my notebook. However, the version I'm using was updated by Wick412, also on the SCS forums. Because Hemel, at some point, I think hasn't updated it since 2016 or something like that, but... oh dear. I'm all over the road. But yeah, both Sissel and Wick412 updated it in different places. The Sissel version, I believe, hasn't worked since version 1.43 of the game. I'm just going off of comments on the Steam community page it's on. Whereas the Wick412 one has been updated more recently and appears to work. I've got all the information available to me that I want, I think, yeah? It looks like all the information that was on the sat-nav anyway, so not a problem there. The major thing that I don't want to talk about anymore in these videos is how I've adjusted my sound, which I keep on doing. I keep on adjusting how I capture and process the sound, and I've done it again between episodes here.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Oh, yeah. Barely paying attention.
Exit right.
So for the previous two episodes, I think, I've used the RN noise suppressor filter in OBS, which is like... It's a filter that I think uses machine learning algorithms to process and remove background noise. Now the problem with it is you can't adjust it. I noticed when I was doing another recording that when I said, "Hello, I'm Tom, blah de blah," you know, the hello sounded weirdly distorted. Most of the time it's fantastic, but that initial hello, I think what's probably going on is that it's doing this computation on the fly. I need to... No, I don't. It's doing this computation on the fly, so that hello was at the very beginning of the video, thus it got processed as if it didn't know what the sound of my speaking was. I maybe need to do some preamble before getting into actually talking if I'm using that filter. What I've done instead between episodes is I've set up a noise gate, which is eliminating some of the noise when I'm not talking. Keep which way? Sorry? Left? Oh no.
Okay, let's find a new route. Keep right,
Yeah, I didn't. You gave me that a little late there. Let's, oh god, how far out of our way are we gonna have to go here? Whoa!
Keep right.
Okay, looks like we're just doing a quick little turn around here.
Keep left. And then turn left. Turn left.
I'm making countless mistakes in these past few episodes. I think I need to turn left again, back onto these.
And then turn left.
Yeah.
Turn left.
The amount of mistakes we've made on this journey is gonna cost us.
Keep left.
Being told to keep left here. I can pull in just after this van. There we go. So I've set up a noise gate and I've set up a different noise suppressor. Not the iron noise one, but a different version called Speaks, which uses less CPU and essentially just has a threshold to set up. Like, I don't know exactly how these work, but it did seem to be killing off all the noise distortion in my recording. So that's good. Excuse me. And then what else have I done? Oh, I set up a compressor as well. The compressor's supposed to bring my speaking levels, my general speaking voice, my shouting voice, my whisper, all into the sort of same range of volume, essentially, so that you essentially capture everything, and you then don't have to adjust your volume to hear me properly. You know, if I chose to whisper for some reason, that'd be roughly the same volume. The problem with whispering there is I don't know if my suppressor and gate will have not captured that. I did a lot of testing, but I've also now got headphones and music on, so I don't know what general volume I'm speaking at. The amount we've added to this journey is crazy. What's my estimated arrival time? It's still Saturday. So
Keep right. And then exit right.
the problem is this delivery, I did check, is expected early Sunday.
Exit
So
right.
I think we've got a lot of making up to do. Because the problem is that time in game works a little differently. Works a little differently inside of a city and outside of it, right? When you're outside of a city on roads like these, time is passing more quickly. So for every mile covered, there are extra minutes added to the clock to make it, you know, to make the game scale realistically. Whereas when you're in the cities are a little, they're a little larger scale, so the time slows down. It's a clever mechanism. We have entered Austria. Fantastic. It's a clever mechanism, but the fact that I keep on making all these mistakes on the motorways is just going to add so much to the clock here. Only 420 miles to go, though, so 9 hours. I think we can do that. We've already slept, so I think we can do that without another rest, and we should get the delivery there for Saturday. We can fit in another sleep anyway, so there's no issue there, really. That's good. What else did I have to talk about? Nothing at all. So yeah, Oh, as I say, I want to stop talking about all the sound processing I'm doing in these videos because I realize I've been doing it for several videos now, talking about like trying to get the sound right, which is fair enough. Like I'm using this as kind of like a testing bed as well as a vlog of sorts. So it makes sense that while I'm messing about with sound, I'm talking about that here. But I think it's getting rather annoying now, so I want to... We don't need the lights on anymore, do we? We'll leave the cabin lights on. Guess we don't need those on either, so... What time of day is it? 7:19 AM, okay. Nobody else seems to have their lights on anyway, so... We're good. But here's the thing. I'm gonna make a commitment to whatever weekend follows this video. And I think this video goes up on a Friday. So whatever weekend in, I think, August follows this video. I think it's gonna be the first weekend of August, I'm not sure. I'll upload a tutorial of a sort, or a video that like... Yeah, well no, it's gonna be like a vaguely a tutorial in which I show you the basics of a sound setup using OBS Studio. Like, it won't be applicable to all scenarios. I'm using a specific microphone. I have a very specific voice that's my own, you know, so you'll have different environments too. You'll be able to cut out more background noise. I'll tell you what I've got open today is I've got the window open, I've got the door open, so we're going to get a lot more background noise than usual, probably. I can't hear it because I've got headphones on, but the mic is probably picking some stuff up. So you'll have a different setup, but what we're going to do is, what I'm going to do is show you how I generally have been doing these adjustments. Probably going ever so slightly too fast here. Let's cruise along like that. That's totally fine. Yeah, so I'll show you like the exact thing that I'm watching, like to try and gauge the sound, because the problem with sound work is it's very difficult to monitor while you're adjusting it, unless you're like two people, right? Like if you're a sound engineer working for a band, then the band is making the sound and you're listening to them over the sound system or whatever. Whereas if you're doing it solo, you really can't record and listen at the same time, so you have to record and then listen back, and that's what I've been doing. But there will be a meter that we can look at to see what each different thing is doing to the sound. And what I want to do is I want to essentially give you an interactive experience, kind of, whereby you'll hear the raw sound, the unprocessed sound, and then I'll show you what each of the filters do to that sound in this video. That's the plan anyway. I've got plenty of time to do that. But from your perspective, it'll be up in 2 days' time, probably on the Sunday rather than the Saturday.
Keep left.
Nope, I didn't want to keep left. I love this tunnel. Here would be a good place to think about getting the screenshot photo that we were talking about getting. I do want to merge over if I can. Nobody's coming up on my right, last I saw. Can we see my speed at the bottom of the screen there? That's what I'm looking for now. 48 miles per hour. Right, so I'm not over speed. That's good. Where am I going now? I think trucks were all going this way, so I've made a mistake, haven't I? Just looking at that mirror. Are we going to make it? We are just going to scrape by. Fantastic. Total 45 euros paid. Okay, I didn't understand that particular tolling station. I'm also speeding through a tolling area now a little bit. There we go, back up to 50. Let me get an exterior view for you quickly. Oh yeah, gorgeous environment. Austria's really beautiful. If we can find a place to pick up a... Oh dear. Why are we going so slow here, huh? Yeah, I am keeping left already. Good stuff. Ah, like here, there's a very I was about to say this mountain to our left here is a very fantastic looking mountain, but we are now entering a tunnel, so that's a shame. Maybe as we come out the other side, we'll be able to get a photo. Like if I pause just here and say, look, I want to enter photo studio, please. Photo mode. Okay. Oh, it's not as... Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad shot. I'm going to take that as an initial screenshot. I'm not going to do any more fiddling about with that. But maybe we can work with that. The thing is, you've probably seen one of my thumbnails if you're watching this video. Typically have the number up in the top right, like say up here, and a logo down here, which there's plenty of space for in this area here. And then the number can just go across the top. Yeah, that's probably fine. Space for that there. We're now in Italy as well, which was fast. Our delivery is in Italy. I like the look of that tunnel over there as well. The one we've just blasted through is pretty modern, but that one looked like it was way more 20th century, you know? I'm gonna head over into this one. Start of toll road, fee will be paid at the end, okay. Get rid of that indicator. Yeah, I'm liking the new setup. I'm liking not having the large version of the sat-nav constantly on screen. But up until now I've wanted it because there was no other way to display that information that I've now got at the bottom. This bridge here... Sorry. I'm all over the place. I was going to say, this bridge here might be another good place to get a photo. The roads here, they're amazing. Like, look at that. It's incredible. I used to be terrified of bridges, and I think this one would actually scare me. Because it's so long without like a solid base beneath it. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. If we can get a photo here, 1 second. I know, this is going to be a major disturbance as we go through here, but if I zoom out here, That's fantastic scenery. That's less so. If I... Yeah, the trouble is the truck's going to be blocking most of it. I want to see down there, really. Yeah. So there's only really this angle, which is going to look like that. If only we could be the other way around. Remember, I've got to get my own logo in the bottom corner, so... We'll pop the photo... we'll get one like that. And one a little bit lower, actually. I'll mess with these in in GIMP, essentially. At the moment, all I'm doing is adding my logo to the bottom left corner and the number to the top right, the episode number. But I want to change that as well. The problem is that's really basic, right? That's so easily done. Just one image with essentially another image and text laid on top. That's nothing at all for like photo manipulation software like GIMP. It's another tool that I'm having to learn to reuse. Because back in the day I did quite a bit of photoshopping and I was kind of good at it. Like, not in a professional sense, but in a I can edit together a joke in Photoshop sense. Like, my brother and I went hiking with our dad one time, and our dad took a photo of us. I said, "Hey, Mike, let's pose like, oh no, dragons! You face that way, me face this way." And it was like a snowy day, so we had ice picks with us, or ice axes. So we stood back to back, posed, and like essentially held up our ice axes in either direction as though we were like attacking something in the sky that wasn't there. When we got home, I asked my dad, "Hey, Dad, could you send me that photo?" And I threw together in Photoshop a image of my brother and I fighting dragons, essentially. I used Toothless and another dragon from How to Train Your Dragon as the dragons that were at that moment attacking us. The result was pretty good because I adjusted the lighting on the dragons and the scene to make them look a little more like they belonged together, and the flames which were coming out of I think, is it called the Terrible Terror, the other dragon? There was one breathing flames anyway, and I did some extra manipulation on that to give it some transparency, make sure that when it looked like it was breathing fire, it looked as though it was breathing fire on me. Not a professional level Photoshop job by any means, but for something I threw together, it was good. It was good. I've just gotten a wee bit distracted because I'm looking at the scenery again and thinking, gosh, this looks lovely. Bear with me while I once again pause and take a look in the photo studio. It's really that over there that I was looking at. Can't zoom out any further than this. You know what? We're going to take one looking off in this direction, kind of. With that ahead of us. You know, that's a bit more sort of... That's a bit more dynamic, isn't it? I like that. What we might do here is adjust the field of view ever so slightly outwards so that we get more of the truck. I'm gonna adjust that down so it looks. Do you want it look? Yeah, like if it's at the center, and then we've got that ahead. I won't mess with. See here now. What I want, I think, what I want is for those things ahead to be in focus, and that's totally fine. Then everything else, we can adjust the weather. Let's see what that looks like, shall we? 10:57 at the moment. Okay, we don't want a nighttime shot. We want. I think we want it. We want somewhere where we get like nice light contrast. Like there, you start to get a little shadow. I sort of want this side lit up and not to be in shadows. But I do want that shadow creeping up the underside of there. That might be the best time of day for us. What about I see 3 was good. 5 is good. Yeah, 3's good. I like the way it adds these wispy clouds to the sky. We'll check the rainy weather as well. Just we're not going to use any of those. We're going to go for 3 here. I like the sky that adds, and capture a screenshot. Okay, I think that's probably going to be the one that I look to use. I'm going to do some extra manipulation on it in GIMP probably, as I say. Maybe punch in the image a little bit more. Do something with the color temperature, etc., etc. That. Blah blah blah. Oh, I hate being undertaken like this. I was going to merge back into that lane. There we go. I'm gonna set the cruise control as well. Let me take a drink. Anyone understand Italian? Okay, okay. I was afraid that this, all this Italian meant this was an exit lane, but no, it meant there was a lane coming up for exiting. Okay, fair enough. You're probably hearing every time we hear a siren, it's a different noise. The pack that adds those sirens adds like hundreds of noises, I think, to represent the different emergency vehicles in different countries. So I don't know if that's what an Italian emergency vehicle sounds like. I don't even know which type of emergency vehicle it was. Only 184 miles to go. We're close to the end of this journey now, and we've done everything that I wanted to, which was we got the photo. At the beginning of this journey, well, before we started it, we took another look at cabin accessories and tried to work out those lights. I'm gonna have to find a place to toy with those as well. See if when I swap it out to a different color other than red, we get a different color, and if that's actually therefore working or not. I should also try installing the I won't turn around and face the back of my cabin right now, but at the back of my cabin there, there's a poster up at the moment. I should try adding one of those neon signs and seeing if that works, because if that just doesn't work, then there's definitely a problem, isn't there, with the with anything that lights up in this Sissel's Mega Pack. Because they definitely weren't working when we previewed them in the truck configuration menu. But that could just be because interior lights weren't turned on anyway. Like the engine wasn't running. What was that? What time of day is it? That'll have been the loan installment. Ah, yeah, there it is. Bottom right corner. Okay, yeah, I can live with this. I can live with that as my my journey information and whatnot, my info bar. I do need to rest again sometime soon. I'm hoping that 160 miles to go, 3 hours to go. I think we can probably make it to our delivery point without needing sleep. And then find a place to rest after that. Which is going to be better for us in general, because it is midday at the moment. We don't want to sleep through the rest of the day and then take our next journey by night. Although I do like a nighttime drive on these games. Particularly if you're driving into some deep wooded area. Virtually changes the game into a horror game. I was doing a job before I started recording this series where I was delivering something into Sweden, and it was a farm somewhere. But it took me way off the main road. It took me onto a dirt road. Yeah, I need to be in that lane as well. Oh. I hate doing that. Those two lanes just turned into a split so quickly. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they were indicated for a very long time in Italian. And every time I make a mistake like that, I forget what I was saying. Oh god, what was it? Was I talking about the route navigation at the bottom there? Oh no, I was talking about the journey to Sweden, that's right, yeah. Okay, so it took me onto a dirt road, and then the dirt road was lined with trees on either side, and it took me deep into a forest, and then I had to turn off onto this, what I think was a farm. Don't think we're exiting here, no. And it was just, it was like, this is the sort of place where a Scandinavian crime drama would start. There was a murder in the woods. Okay, as long as we make no more mistakes and drive miles out of our way, we've got 107 miles to go. We can do that without requiring sleep. However, if I fail to see the exit I'm supposed to take and do drive some amount out of our way, or even say there's a diversion or something coming up, then we're going to need to sleep. Oh, this is beautiful. Sorry. Looking around me, trying to review whether I should get a photo or not. Another one. I think I'm happy with what we've got for now. What I might do is... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm straddling two lanes, kind of. Oh, I can cruise control, hang on. I have an itchy eye, and I was like, oh, my eye is itching. I can just use cruise control for that.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Oh, okay, fantastic. So,
Exit right.
finally our exit.
Turn right.
Okay, thank you. I do need to be looking at the sat nav a bit more. This is why I need the voice sat nav, right? Because even when I had it like massive in the bottom left corner there, I just wasn't using the sat nav. We're only 70 miles out now. We'll start to get very sleepy, but I think we'll avoid getting fined. I think. I don't think it'll take us that long to complete the journey now. Although we're super, super early, and like I was saying in an episode way back, that's a fantastic piece of architecture. I probably did say exactly that in a episode way back. But what I was going to say is, like I was saying in an episode way back, it would be great if they penalized you for being too early. Like the delivery location. Oh, we're not ready for you. What are you doing here? No, you got to hold on to that for a bit. Like if it maybe didn't necessarily affect how much you earn, but it did affect XP. I don't know. I don't know how trucking works in the... You said keep right, right? You did. Good, good, good. You're gonna take your time getting out of here, aren't you? Empty road and they're just waiting like that. The AI sometimes has some trouble with, well, we've seen them. That junction a few episodes back where I mean, it was the middle of the day, but no one would leave space for it. I think there's probably a combination of factors to that. I think, for one, the AI is just trying to do what the AI does, which is
Keep right, and then exit right.
drive along the roads. You, please, I am indicating.
Exit right.
The AI simply tries to follow the roads as... Oh, hello. As they're laid out, and okay, total of 97 euros paid. Brilliant. And ProMods adds a bunch of roads and different layouts.
Get ready.
So what that probably was a case of ProMods
Turn left.
not marking up that road in particular correctly, and therefore the traffic did not treat it as a junction. They just drove straight down the road like it was a... like that left turn for me wasn't there.
Take the second exit. Exit now.
How far to go? 19 miles. Now I am starting to worry about getting fined, actually. We've had a few of those "you are getting tired." I'm also quite afraid we're taking this to quite a rural area, so there will be no rest stop nearby.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Have you got a rest stop here, by the way? Because I've got time, don't I? Well, I mean, I could have gotten fuel if I'd wanted, but I really just want to make use of this area here. Oh, fantastic. So engine off. I have got until... Well, I've got 17 hours to finish this delivery. That's plenty of time for me to sleep. Engine back on, headlights on. Let's get those high beams on as well. Little lightning. Ooh. Oh, I heard that. Very nice. The expected delivery time, we've still got 8 hours. It's expected Sunday between 2:28 a.m. and 9:08 a.m. and the time now is Sunday at just about to go 1 a.m. Here's the trouble now, I can't see. Okay, but we're off. Oh yeah, I know, high beams. I see, now it's a horror game again. Now it's very much a horror game. Oh god. This road in the wet. I can barely see what's ahead of me.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Okay. Oh, I'm a little close to that, I think. There we go. That thunder is amazing. We'll just open the window to see if we can hear it better.
Turn left and then turn right.
What? What do you mean turn? What? Okay, I guess you're right actually. Yeah, so you want me to go through here? I can't see what's happening on my right hand side. Come on, get in the tunnel. Brilliant. What is this? I've discovered a new viewpoint somewhere. Oh, it's ahead actually. This might be the most incredible journey, the most incredible delivery point I've ever seen in the game.
Turn left.
Turn left up ahead, yeah? Just in here. That's the viewpoint, which, I mean, we'll get after doing the delivery.
Here we are. Safe and sound.
Where do you want it? Round there? I mean, I'll give it a crack. I know you want it facing in that direction, so I'm going to take it around this way if I can. Do I have high beams on already? I do. Okay. I just wish I could see more of. Which way do we think? We've done a similar delivery before, and it was on the top, wasn't it? So yeah, fantastic. That's not a problem. That's a nice, easy delivery. I just pull it forwards a wee bit, stopping before this rock. And then easy peasy. That was incredible. I want to see where in the world we are as well. Ooh, hello. We've got a 37,000 payment and a new level, which we will put into just-in-time delivery once more. Because they're going to continue to give us the best returns, I believe. So we haven't actually unlocked any cities around here besides Livorno. So if we wanted to pick up something from Livorno, I mean, that's not a bad one, is it? I don't know how this one winds up paying better than this one, though. When this one's just in time, and this one's urgent. But it's not worth panicking if I can get better pay for something like this. We won't pick a job just yet, though. We will take a look at the world map. Find out where in the world we are exactly, and then we'll go check out that viewpoint. We come this way around. So this is presumably where that tunnel was, and there's a different exit if we want to take that instead. Incredible. And we should visit these cities while we're close by, I think. Or maybe we should find a job that takes us down to the south of Italy. That'd be cool. Or even farther still, we could go to Africa. That'll be something we consider in the next episode. I am going to, for the time being, finish up by checking out that viewpoint in the dark. You begin to regret taking the sleep beforehand, but I think we needed it. We'll get this viewpoint and we will call it an episode right there. Carrara Marble Quarry. In the rain, in the dark. I would have loved to have been able to leave my engine running as well so that we could have seen the truck lit up. We're going to get nothing from this. May I skip? I'd like to skip. We'll maybe have to revisit sometime when it's lighter. In the meantime, let me turn the engine back on so we can see a little bit. Thank you very much for joining me for this. I've been Tom, and ta-ra.